Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Are you listening, Miss student? Please reply. Hurry up. Reply, please, in the chat box so that I can understand whether you are listening me or not. Are you listening me, students? Okay, very nice of you. You all know that I'm waiting for some other students to join me. After that, I will start my today's lecture. Walaikum assalam, all of you. You all know that we are um, discussing different language lectures during the online classes. So we are having another English language lecture today. I hope you are listening me very properly, very clearly. So if you have got any problem anywhere, please inform me in the chat box. And you all know that we have covered different topics of language during our online classes. Today is another new topic we will discuss today here. And I want to inform you that every week there are two assignments which I'm uploading in the Google Classroom. So please do them and submit them on the given date, because if you are not submitting them on the given date, then there will be your marks deduction. Okay. So you should be very careful about the completion of your work and submission. Okay. There are some people coming continuously and some I'm waiting for them. Just after a minute, I will start my today's lecture. You all know that these online classes are very much important, because those topics which we are discussing here or which I am explaining here, I will not repeat in the physical classes. You all know that we have less time during the session. And because of that, we are not able to repeat the topics again and again. Okay. Now I'm starting my lecture. This is English language lecture. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran. And I'm discussing the lecture number 7. The topic is letter writing. Okay. We have done application writing in the previous lecture. Now I'm going to discuss letter writing here. First of all, I want to tell you about the definition of letter. Yes, students, it is only the explanation. There is no need to write anything. But if you want to note down some important points, uh, so you can take the rough notebook and note down the important points. Otherwise, you all know that after the end of the lecture, I will upload this lecture on the Google Classroom. Uh, the video will be there, so you can see whenever you want to any problem, or you will have any problem. Otherwise, you can just watch it to revise your topic as well. Okay. Now, at the end of the lecture, I will give you time. If you want to ask anything, please wait till the end of the lecture. Okay. Now, I'm discussing the definition of letter. A letter is a written, typed, or printed communication by a person sent to another person in an envelope by post or messenger. Actually, letter is uh, can be handwritten, it can be typed, or it can be printed. Actually, it is a way of communication. Okay. So to transfer the message of one person to another, it can be done in the form of letter, and it can be written by a person himself, and it can be sent to another person in an envelope. If it has been written in the typed or the written form, then it can be sent to the person in an envelope by post or by messenger. Okay, you know that this is the time of messages, sending messages through mobiles, but letter writing is different. So you should know, and it is in the school academics or syllabus. So you should be aware of how to write the letter. Now, letter writing is the exchange of written, typed, or printed messages. What is letter writing? The exchange of messages from one person to another. There are two kinds of letters. I'm discussing both of the kinds. The first one is formal letter, and the second one is informal letter. Now I come to formal letter. A formal letter is a letter written to a business, an institution, or any professional that are not considered friends or family. It means formal letter is always written to the head of an institution, to head of an organization for business purposes, for professional purposes. It has to be written, and it has not to be written for any friend or family member. Okay, remember that. Formal letter means when we are writing the letter to the person whom we do not met before, or we don't know about him, because the person is not our family member or any friend. A formal letter is written in formal language for official purpose. Actually, formal letter is used for official purposes, for professional purposes, for business purposes. So, an important formal language has to be used in this letter, in this kind of letters. Okay, we don't use the common language which we use for the conversation with among our friends or among our relatives. A formal letter is written for official or professional communication only. Remember that. For official and professional communication, for official and professional and business purposes, we write these kind of letters. Now we come to the second kind of letter. It is informal kind of letter, informal letter. An informal letter is a letter written to a friend or a family member. This, this is just opposite of the formal letter because it is written to a friend or a family member. An informal letter is written for casual or personal communication. It means for personal communication, we can write the letters to our friends, our family members, and we can use any language here in the informal letter. There is no proper way or proper rule to write the informal letter, because when we are writing a letter to our friends or a family member, it means we are just doing conversation with them, and in which we are using the common language. Now, actually, the topic of our letter is formal letter. We have to discuss formal letters in today's lectures. Okay. Format of formal letter. I want to tell you about format. What are the things which are included in writing the formal letter? There are different things. You can see that there is a long list. So we have to start the formal letter with the date. Then addressee. Addressee means you have to write the designation of the addressee. Do not write the name of the addressee. Addressee is the person whom you are writing the letter. Okay. And then the address. Address must also be written here. And this address must include the city name as well. Then we are writing the subject here. You can see that the formal letter is little bit similar to the application writing, because we are writing the subject also here. In application, we write the date at the end part or the last part. But here you can see that the date is written at the top part of the letter. Now, after the subject, we have to write the salutation. Salutation means actually the greetings. When we write something to somebody, we call him or her with some proper words or good words. So it is salutation, then introduction, body, and then conclusion. These all three are actually the body part of the formal letter, and it contains, at least it includes 3 paras. Okay, but we can also add 2 or more paragraphs, but at least 3 paragraphs must be there, and all the 3 paragraphs are included in the body part. Then the last part of the letter, formal letter, is closing, or you can say the end of the letter. I hope you are understanding the letter writing. Actually, I'm discussing the formal kind of letter here because formal letters are included in your syllabus. How to write a formal letter? Formal letters can shape others' perception of you and inform the reader of a serious issue. Actually, perception means your thinking, your thoughts. So if it means if you're writing the formal letters, you are writing about your thoughts, your opinion about some serious issue or some serious matter. And because of that, you want to write the letters. Block style is the most commonly used formal letter format. Okay, you should know that block style pattern is the most commonly used pattern, and it means everything has to be started from the margin line. Okay, there is no need to make or leave any space to write the paragraphs, but you always start every new paragraph or every new thing from the margin line. Okay, you should be very careful about all these things. Now we come to the steps of formal letter. I have already told you the steps, but these are some of the description. There is some of the description written here. The first one is the heading, in which you are writing the date, addressee designation, and address. All three things are included in the heading. Then we have the subject, in which we write the topic or the problem which we want to discuss in the body part. Okay. The salutation is actually the greeting in which we address the person. Then the fourth part is the body part, in which actually we are writing different things. We do the introduction of the problem. We can write the other parts or other description about the problem. And then in the last paragraph, we must give the suggestion what to do. Okay. Then in the fifth part, we write the closing. Closing means the end of the formal letter, and in which we can write name of the writer, but it is optional. Otherwise, you can write ABC or whatever, citizen, whatever. I'm giving you some examples here again. Okay. After some time, when we come to the closing part, then I will give the example. Now, I want to discuss all these steps one by one so that you can easily understand. I will give you some examples also so that it will be easier for you to understand how to write the formal letter. Now, the first part, I have told you that when we start the letter, we must write the heading. This part is written at the beginning of the letter, or you can say it is the first part of the letter. It must be written at the upper left corner with a margin. Okay, you know that I have told you that we are following the block style pattern. It means we have to write everything with the margin line. It includes 3 things. I have already told you. It includes 3 things: the date, address designation, and address. These are the 3 things which must be added in the heading part. Date must be written at the top, address designation, to whom we are writing the letter, and the address. Okay. These are the 3 things which must be added in the heading part. Now I'm showing you the example for any heading. When you are starting the formal letter, this is the heading part. It is very clear. I have written here. Date, you have to mention the month first in the full spelling with the capital word first. You all know that these all months are proper nouns, so we must start their name with a capital letter. Then the day, and you should know that their day must be written in 2 digits. Okay, if there is 7, then we must add 0 before it. Then comma. Then you have to mention the year, the whole year in 4 digits, 2021. Then full stop. Okay, because date is completed here, so we must mention it with the full stop. Then we have to write the designation of the addressee, the editor, because we are writing the formal letters to the editors of the newspapers. Okay, so the designated person is the editor. So he is a proper noun here, so we add the here, the with the capital T. Then editor, we are not mentioning any name, we just write the designation, so E must be capital because editor becomes a proper noun here. Then comma. After that we come to the address, and in the address we mention the name of the newspaper actually. Okay, D capital again because it is a proper noun. Daily Dawn I have mentioned here, D with capital D for daily and dawn, then comma. After that, there is the city name, which I have told you, it is a must here to mention the name of the city. Karachi is a proper noun, K is capital, and there is a full stop at the end because the address has been completed here. Now you can see that we can write the name of the newspaper here. We can write the daily ABC as well. Both are correct. Now we come to the second part of the formal letter. It is subject. Okay, subject, I have shown you different examples for subject here. The note, which is the most important part, is subject must be underlined. Okay, it means we want to make the subject prominent, and because of that reason we must underline it, because when a person is reading the letter, formal letter, he or she doesn't want to read the whole letter, but whenever he or she reads the subject, then he or she understands about the topic. Okay, now we come to the subject. You have to write subject with capital S, and the other letters must be small. Then after, when you are writing the subject, that is the main topic, load shedding, for example, I have written a topic here, load shedding as an example, then full stop must be placed at the end because it shows that you have completed the topic. Okay, now one more thing, that you should write the first letter capital. L is capital here, then S is capital here, then you should know the proper spelling, and after writing the subject you must underline it. Okay, remember that. And this should also be remembered that the word subject must not be underlined. Only the topic which we are going to discuss or about whom we are writing the letter, it should be underlined. Okay, there is another example I have given you for subject or subject, that is traffic jam. You can see that I have placed the full stop at the end, and the topic I have written with the capital T and capital J, traffic jam. Okay, and I have marked, or I ended the topic with the full stop. Now subject, the word subject remains uh, as it is. It should not be underlined, and it should be written with the capital S, and the other letters must be written in the small letters. Now there is another example which I have shown you here. It is another subject with the capital S, and the subject is in sanitary condition. And again you can see that I have placed the full stop at the end. In sanitary condition, that means unhygienic conditions. I is capital here, you can see that. And condition, the word C is, letter C is capitalized here. Okay, now you must underline the subject. It is necessary, and you should remember that point, that in the formal letters we underline the subject like we do in the applications. Okay, now we come to the body part, that is the another part of the letter writing. It is the most important part as well. Is it must be written with the margin. Okay, it must be written with the margin. It means we are following the block style pattern. It includes 3 paragraphs. It means 3 paragraphs must be there. We can increase the number of paragraphs, but we do not decrease them. Okay, it means it must include at least 3 paragraphs. Now state the problem in the first paragraph. Okay, this is the first paragraph in which you have to write about the problem for which you are discussing or for which you start to write a letter. Okay, it means the main problem which you want to discuss here, it must be written here in the first paragraph. Now list the possible reasons for the problem in the second paragraph. The possible reasons and possible consequences you should write, or description must be written in the second paragraph about the problem. Then in the third paragraph, you have to give your ideas, opinions and suggestions in the third paragraph. It means when you are writing the letter, formal letter to the editor, you can give your suggestions what to do in the third paragraph. One more thing, there is a particular aim of writing the formal letter, that whenever we write the formal letters and we actually want the editor to publish the issue or serious matter in his or her newspaper, so that people can read it and aware of that problem, and the authorities could take any action to solve that problem. Okay, this is our aim to write the formal letter. I hope you have understood till here and you are understanding everything very clearly. So I want your replies here, whether you have understood till here or not. Kindly reply me in the chat box so that I can understand, and then I will move towards the next part of the letter. Kindly reply here. Okay, very good. Okay, nice. Very nice of you that you have understood. Yes, girls and the boys, you are replying me. Very nice. Okay, now I move to the next part of the body. Okay, everything is clear. Very nice of you. Now, I have told you that after writing the subject, we have to add the salutation and the body part. And I have told you some important points about the body part. Okay. Now, salutation, I have told you that after the subject, we have to write the salutation, that means greetings. And greetings means to call somebody, to address somebody by calling or by honoring him or her. So the salutation part is just the simple one. Dear sir. Most of the time, the editors of the newspapers are male persons. So mostly we are using the word sir. If we are writing the formal letter to a female person, then we write the word madam. Okay, remember that thing. And dear, it is the word to honor the person or the editor. So D must be capitalized, with S must be capitalized, and there is a comma because we are continuing the letter with the salutation. We start with the beginning paragraph. In the beginning, we always write these two things or these kind of words here. Through your esteemed newspaper, comma, I want to draw the attention of the concerned authorities about the traffic jam in the city. I have selected the topic traffic jam in the city, full stop. You all know that in our Karachi city, there's a huge traffic jam all over the city on different roads, and many people are suffering from that problem on daily basis. So I have selected that topic here because you all, I think, are aware of this problem. And through your esteemed newspaper, it means we want to publish that problem by his newspaper. And actually, by using his newspaper, the person who is writing the letter, he wants to inform the concerned authorities, and he want to that the concerned authorities could take any action to solve that matter or solve that problem. Okay, this is the beginning paragraph. Now we come to the first paragraph, that is second paragraph, because when we call the last one a beginning paragraph, so this paragraph becomes the second one. Okay, so because we are discussing about our own city, so we have written about the problem. Karachi is one of the biggest cities of the world. You all know that Karachi is one of the biggest cities. It is a very big city and many people are living here. It is a cosmopolitan city. Cosmopolitan means the different people of different countries or different areas live together here. But the quality of traffic system in the city does not seem of world standard. Okay, I have written here that Karachi is one of the biggest cities of the world, but the traffic system is not of world standard. Okay, so we have to do something for that. There is much mismanagement in the traffic system and it needs to be made good. Okay, it means the mismanagement in the traffic system must to be changed, and it has to be managed properly, and it has to be made good so that people could not suffer from this problem on daily basis. You can see that mismanagement is, it is actually a prefix I have added here. So I have placed the hyphen to show that it is a compound word by adding the prefix. I hope you are understanding. It is the main paragraph, or you can say after the beginning paragraph, it is the first paragraph. Okay. If I am adding the beginning one, then it becomes the second paragraph. Now I come to the third paragraph, or you can say the next paragraph. Due to lack of proper traffic system, you know that our traffic system is not so good, and there is very much disturbances in our traffic system, and because of that we are suffering from this problem, the traffic jam problem every day. The citizens have to face a lot of problems daily, particularly in working hours. Working hours means when it is the morning time, you know that there are many school going children, there are many office going people who are on the roads, and they always suffer the problem of traffic jam. And the next working hour is the off timings, when there is the off timings of the school, or you can say the off timings of the offices. Then then again this problem arises in the evening and in the afternoon as well. And during the night time, you know that the people are going to entertain themselves anywhere, but they suffer the traffic jams as well also. And because of that reasons, people have wasted their precious time. Now they have to waste their valuable time, very valuable. You know that time is money, and time is a very precious thing. If it has been wasted, then it does not come back. And because of that, many people are continuously wasting their time for just waiting for the clearance of the roads. You know that if the road were then it takes a lot of time to wait on the roads until the roads become clear for the traffic. I hope you are understanding everything. Okay. Now the fourth paragraph, in which I have told you that you have to give the suggestion or the opinion. I, comma, therefore, comma, request the concerned authorities to take action. Because what is the purpose of writing this letter or to the editor, so that he could publish it in the newspaper, and the concerned authorities could look into the matter and could take action and remove the hindrances in the way of a smooth traffic flow. Hindrances means the problems which come in the smooth traffic flow. It has to be overcome. Okay. I hope you have understood till here. Now I move to the next part. Now the body, it is the body part is continued here, and we write the ending paragraph here. Ending paragraph is, it's just one line hoping for an immediate step. Okay, full stop. You all know that we hope for something, then it will be possible after some time. It will take some time to do something by the authorities as well and to solve the matter. And because of that, the last line in the ending paragraph, I've written that hoping for an immediate space, immediate step. Immediate step, I have written here because it is a genuine problem and it is the problem by which the people suffer daily. Because of that, it is the most important problem to be solved and at their earliest. Okay. Now I hope you have understood till here. Kindly reply whether you have understood the body part or not. Hurry up. Please reply. Hurry up. I'm waiting for your replies. Okay, very nice of you that you are understanding. Please, other students, send a reply. Hurry up. Okay. Now I move to the next part of the letter. That is the closing. The closing is the end part of the letter actually, and this part is written at the end of the letter and it must be written with the margin line. Again, I have told you that we are following the block style pattern of the application letter writing, and because of that we write everything from the margin line. Now I have written some examples. A concerned citizen or resident of, you can mention the area name or you can write resident of ABC area. A concerned citizen, you can see that A is the capital in capital letter, then C is in capital letter, for citizen C is capitalized and there is full stop. Resident, R is capitalized, of is a preposition, it should be written in the small letter, then area name must be mentioned or you can write ABC area, full stop. Now, one more thing, you can write before that yours sincerely, yours truly, yours faithfully. We can add those things before writing the concerned citizen. But it is optional. You can directly write a concerned citizen or resident of area. It is also okay. Now, I hope you have understood till the end part. It is the end part of the letter and we have discussed the formal letter today. If you have got any question here, now you are allowed to ask. I'm waiting for your questions or for your replies. If you want to ask anything, please ask me here. Are you listening? Are you listening, students? Actually, there's connection issue, net problem. Do you understand everything? Please reply here. If you have got any question, please ask me. Do you have any question? It means you have understood everything, because there is little time left for the lecture. If you have got any question, ask me. After that, I will end my lecture today. Okay, now if there is no question, then it means we have understood everything. I will end my lecture today within a minute. I hope you have understood till here, and you have understood the formal letter. Please do practice in your rough notebooks, and when I will upload the video, then watch it again and again, so that you can do practice in your rough notebooks. Okay, inshallah, we will meet in the next class. Allah Hafiz.